Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And hello everyone again. So today we are going to discuss in our third section, which is on the topic of history and facts. But again, before we start, let's introduce ourselves first. So my name is Hafiz Shafi'i bin Muhammad Puzi, number metric 205784.
My name is
My name is Samuel Fidos, number 1998.
All right, Ridwan.
Okay. Right, Mia. Okay. My name is Ridwan. My metric number is 210329.
Right. Aina.
My name is Nafaria and my metric number is 20702.
Right. Next.
So my name is Ami Shukrami Shariza. My metric number is 207612.
All right, next.
Hello, my name is Sarvati Tisari and my metric number is 211069.
All right.
Hi, my name is Siti Farhana and my metric number is 211314.
Hello, my name is Ahmed Hanin. My metric number is 209679.
All right. Thank you, everyone. So let's start our discussion. Let's begin with Aina.
Okay. I got this news from Independent in online newspaper. It is travel in history changing. It is 25 years since political leaders struck the Good Friday Agreement. The landmark is called that end 3 decades of violence in Northern Ireland, a period known as Drug Troubles. That time in Northern Ireland involving bombings and shootings that killed 300,000 people began after the celebration of a civil rights march carried in October. The United States played a key role. Former Senator George Bush oversaw the delicate multi-party negotiation. The talks come close to collapse several times, but after a negotiating session, the stretch long lasted life. And that's all from me.
Okay. It's a bit laggy, but can you talk a little bit more slowly, but just on the important part of your news, so that we can record what you are trying to say.
Alright, this news tells about that they got in Northern Ireland. That time in Northern Ireland involving bombing and shootings that killed 3,000 people began after the celebration of a civil rights march in Derry in October. Can you hear me?
It's still quite laggy, but I think you can type on the chat on the Zoom so that at least we all can see what you are trying to say. All right, it's okay. All right, so let's continue with Hanin. Your news.
All right, thank you, Afif. So I want to talk about, as reported by the Time of India, I want to talk about some historical facts about the Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is often regarded as the symbol of true love and has been attracting travelers from all around the globe to immerse in its glorious beauty. It is also one of the 7 wonders of the world, and it is the most visited attraction in the country of India. It has architectural values from Persia, India, and Islamic heritage. Interestingly, there's more than 10 replicas of the Taj Mahal around the world. And the color of the Taj Mahal keeps changing depending on the time of the day you see it or you go to visit it. For example, in the morning, it's a different color, and at night, it's a different color. Various precious stones were used to make the Taj Mahal. There was 40 types of different diamonds and stones that were used to make it. over 1,000 elephants were also used to make the Taj Mahal. As we can see, it is one of the great architectural wonders in the world. Taj Mahal was actually made in honor of the wife of Mumtaz Mahal, who died giving birth to her 14th child. So it is known as a sign of love towards the late wife of Mumtaz Mahal. Yeah, that's all for my part. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Anil. And news about on the history on Taj Mahal. Let's go to Siti.
Yes, I would like to talk about global carbon dioxide emission rebounded to highest level in history in 2021. So there was an increased use of coal was the main factor driving up global energy related to carbon dioxide emission by over 2 billion tons, the largest ever annual rise in absolute terms. Global energy-related carbon dioxide emission rose by 6% in 2021 to 36.3 billion tons, the highest ever level as the world economy rebounded strongly from the COVID-19 crisis and relied heavily on coal to power the growth. The increase in global carbon dioxide emission of over 2 billion tons was the largest in history in absolute terms, more than offsetting the previous year's pandemic-induced decline. The IEA analysis shows the recovery of energy demand in 2021 was compounded by adverse weather and energy market conditions, notably the spikes in natural gas prices, which led to more coal being burned despite renewable power generation registering its largest ever growth. That's all from me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Siti, for that news. Let's go to Amirul.
Yes, Assalamualaikum. The news that I want to share right now is more about fact. The title is Kelantan record drastic 313% increase in COVID-19 cases between March 26 and April 1. So this news I got from the News Straits Time that published on 13 April 2023. And this article was written by Sharifah Mahsina. So the content of the news is about Kelantan State in Malaysia has reported an increase in COVID-19 cases by 313% during the 30th epidemiological week compared to the previous week. According to the State Health Director Datuk Dr. Zaini Hussein, he attribute the increase to the emergence of 2 new cluster and large community movement during school holiday and group activity during Ramadan. The situation is under control, but Dr. Zaini urged call to wear masks, practice physical distancing, and frequently wash hands to help prevent the spread of the virus. He also encouraged self-testing and immediate treatment if COVID-19 symptoms persist. So that's all for me.
All right. Thank you, Amir, for that update on COVID cases. Amirul, I mean. All right. So let's go to Amin. Say your name.
Okay, thank you, Amirul, for the news. So from what I got, this is news from the Independent UK news portal. So this is the story about the Revolutionary War soldiers. The bodies has been reburied. So the Revolutionary War is actually if you guys not so know about the war, is actually between the America and the British allies, resulting the America's independence from the British Empire. So in this story, there is a 12 US soldiers that died in South Carolina in, I think, 1780. So their coming proper memorial and burial is a significant moment, as this is a commemorate to the Revolutionary War, that 250th anniversary. So this soldiers' excavation and reburial is not only a memorial, but it's also illustrative about what our human modern science can do, as their names may be soon be discovered through the DNA testing and genealogy, meaning that we can find their relative. So in this generation, you can know that your ancestors fight in the Revolutionary War. So, however, there's some limitation that state in this article, which is that yes, it is discovered, but due to the impact of the time and then the external factors, so some of the remains of the soldiers may show scars from blows or other equipment, meaning that it can be from animal, it can be from the souvenir hunters, or they may be the farmers itself. So it is a challenge lah. It's a challenge to differentiate between the war battle scars and the scars between their equipment from going to farming and so on. So yeah, that's all from me.
All right. Thank you, Amir. Let's go to Fatini.
So today's topic I would like to share about in history news that I cited from history.com. So the topic I choose is how humans take care of their teeth through history. So based on the article, theories about tooth decay have changed throughout history, from ancient belief in toothworms to today's understanding of bacteria's breeding plaque. Before toothbrushes, people used chew sticks made of tin twigs to clean their teeth. The first toothbrush with a bristle made of boar's hair and a bamboo or bone handle was invented in China during the Tang Dynasty. So from my understanding, William Addis is credited with mass producing toothbrushes in the late 17th. H.N. Wadsworth received the first US patent for a toothbrush in 1857. Then electric toothbrushes first patented in 1937, but they did not become popular until then 1915s when Philip Guy Wong introduced his Procedent model. So by learning about the history of how humans have taken care of their teeth can provide us with a valuable insight into the development of dental hygiene practices, as well as help us to understand the cultural and societal beliefs surrounding by health through history. So, for example, by examining the consequence of dental hygiene practices in the past, we can learn from the mistakes of our ancestors and avoid making similar errors in the present. So, I can conclude that taking care of teeth can provide us with a deeper understanding of the development of dental hygiene practices. So the culture and the societal beliefs surrounding dental health and the value of preventive dental care. So that's all from me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Fatini. Let's go to Ridwan.
Okay, thank you, Afil. So I got this news from 24/7 Wall Street, written by John Harrington. It is about 24 assassinations that changed the course of history. If this doesn't happen, our world will be different right now. Okay, so there is 24 assassinations, so there is not much time for me to tell. I'll tell a few, like one assassination. Okay, firstly, for the, one example during this previous history, like Julius Caesar, if you know that name, he was killed during 44 before Christ by the perpetrator of Roman senators. Okay, let me tell a detailed bit. Julius Caesar won many victories for Rome when it was a republic, but he angered the Senate by crossing the shallow river called the Rubicon, the border between Rome and its conquered lands, violating custom and setting off a civil war. Following his victory, he was made a dictator in perpetuity, fearing Caesar's aggrandizement of power. A conspiracy of senators led by Marcus Brutus and Cassius Longinus that caused stabbed him to death. Unexpectedly, his death brought about the demise of the Roman Republic, hence, and the Rome's beginning as empire. So there is a world changing. Okay, now in the second one, I will tell about Abraham Lincoln. So this is renowned historical events. He was killed during 1865 by the perpetrator John Wilkes Booth. Okay, during this time, what would happen if had Lincoln lived is one of history's greatest what ifs. His successor, named Andrew Johnson, was the only Democrat and Southerner in Lincoln's administration during the Civil War. Where Lincoln was politically deaf, had the ability to manage dissenting opinion, and sought to peacefully reintegrate the South into the Union. Johnson was stubborn during that time, lack allies, and could not keep the radical Republicans from imposing a harsh peace on the former Confederacy. Hence, some historians during that time believe Lincoln would have run afoul with radical Republicans if John Wilkes Booth did not kill him. So that's it for me.
All right, very interesting. Thank you, Ridwan. Now for me, so when we talk about history and facts, usually we will read to archaeology. So, and surprisingly, that the news website that I have cited is called archaeology. So back to the news that I want to talk about is on the world oldest straw, written by Daniel Weiss on January 2023. The artifact was discovered in Russia in the year of 1897. However, at the time, it was thought to be a scepter or poles to support a tent. That the design was quite unique and different to what we now relate to a straw. So, however, then Viktor Tifonov, an archaeologist at the Russian Academy of Science Institute for Material Culture, found that there is barley starch. There is a barley starch granule on the tip of the artifact, after leading to a possible evidence of the usage of the straw to drink barley beer. So then he believed that the artifact may originate from the Mesopotamia Empire and then spread across Russia. So that's all for me about the world oldest straw. All right, now we're going to vote on which one we are going to put on this section 3. So like,
I love Taj Mahal, so I vote for Amnim.
All right, Taj Mahal. How about we type like you suggest, like Ridwan suggested last meeting? We type on the chat. Which one do you want to vote for the first news? So
I think we can do that also.
do you guys want to recap what do you guys have said? So Aina is on a political agreement of a Good Friday agreement. Then Hanin is on Taj Mahal, Siti on global carbon dioxide emission, Amirul on the COVID case in Kelantan, and then Amir is on war on British versus America, the Revolutionary War. Fatini on how humans take care of their tooth through the years, through history, and Ridwan is on post 24 assassination that changed the world. And me is on the world oldest straw. So let's vote. Amirul, Hanin, Fatini, Hanin, Aina, Amirul. Hanin and Amir. Hanin. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everyone have vote? Yes, everyone have vote. All right. So majority vote for the Taj Mahal news. All right. Taj Mahal news for the first news of this section. And then on the second news of this section. So Hanin already voted for Amir. All right, Amir. Fifth, all right. So I think it's clear. I may win for the second news on this section. Right. Oh, city. Okay. Oh, Amir still won. So we have Amir and Hanif, the Taj Mahal and the Revolutionary War between British and America. All right. So that conclude for our for tonight discussion or meeting. Thank you guys. And as usual, put the citation in the group WhatsApp so you can compile it later. And all right. Thank you guys for attending this tonight session. All right. See you guys later.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
All right, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Weekend Mubarak.
Samir Raya for who celebrate.
Habis.
Huh? Ya Kiran.